This video is sponsored by In the Zone Cards and Games, your headquarters for board games, paints, and Magic the Gathering. In the Zone Cards and Games, Asheville, Ohio. Hi, and welcome back to the Board Games Maelstrom. Today we're going to take a look at City of Kings. We did like a component review, now we're going to take a look at the game itself. City of Kings is a 1 to 4 player game, takes about 90 to 180 minutes per scenario, and ages 14 and up. Alright, now here we are looking here at the City of Kings. And I first just want to mention that all this was made possible by In the Zone Cards and Games in Ashtabula. They are lending me their copy of City of Kings so I could do a review on it. So this is set up for 2 players. Here we have the one character. Her name is on the back of the card, so I don't think I know what it is right now. And then we have the stone character. I feel silly not knowing the names, but anyway, this game is set up already for the very first recommended adventure. I've been playing through it a little. I thought I would stop and tell you guys a little bit about the game. Basically, what you're doing is you're exploring tiles to defeat monsters, to mine and collect resources to do different things. And meanwhile, along the way, monsters will pop up. In this scenario, the goal is to defeat 5 monsters or 5 monster tiles, and you start out getting 1, so that works all right. There's a ton of different creatures that you can come across, and a ton of different monster tiles, which tell you exactly what their health is, what their special powers are, and when you draw the powers, you draw them out of these very cool bags. We have green for easy. We have a kind of an ochre or a yellowish color for medium, and then of course the hard is red. We also have our clock, which is basically it's the time of day, and after so many days, what it does is it'll take your morale down, and it'll take your hope away, and then you'll lose the game based on that. When it goes 1 full rotation, those things happen. You got your pile of resources here. If you got the deluxe edition, there were wooden pieces, but this is not the deluxe edition. This is not the Kickstarter version. You have where all your trackers go. It keeps track of the health, the attack, the heal, range, gathering, luck, a bunch of stuff. You also have your scenario setup card, and that tells you exactly how to set it up. I'm not going to go over exactly how to do this game, because there are plenty of other places that tell you how to play very, very good. But this is just an overview. I will tell you right now, I did like this game. It's very cool. It's a good solo experience. You can do things to level up your character. Each time you go a little bit higher, it tells you up here what you get to level up, and whether it be a skill or you can level up your like stats. And you basically go through exploring tiles, finding, like in this scenario, you had to find 5 monster tiles. As of right now, I'm on the 3rd one, and excuse me, I'm on the 3rd one. This also uses like when things appear, it uses a system to determine where that appears, or where you get pushed, or where you get pushed back to. In this case, you would go up and to the left if you were 1, and etc., etc. Like if it takes you off the board, then you go to the next one, you go to the next one. There's also different level up cards you can do. You can get, there are side quests you can get. There are a ton of monster standees. If my only complaint about this game would be the lack of miniatures, and I know maybe that's just a luxury and they were able to keep the price down based on the fact that they didn't have miniatures. But for me, I like a good game with miniatures. I like to be able to see what I'm fighting against, see what I'm doing. Here's our dice, and the dice are not used to determine combat. They say your combat is determined by your attack and the monster's health and what the monster does as far as re-attack, attacking back and stuff like that. These are used for gathering resources and determining different luck factors, which can affect combat, but not all the time. This is the old barn. When you bring resources back to the City of Kings, then the resources will go into the old barn, and from there you can use it to craft different items you can find in the shop. There's your health cubes. There's your stat cubes. And in this game, you also have workers. You can have up to 2 workers, but you start with 1. And what those workers can do is they can go out, they can explore, they can harvest resources, and they can bring them back. Your workers can never get killed. They can get trapped by the enemies, but they can never be killed. So that's something that you don't have to worry about. But overall, I think this is a good game. I would say I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars, 4 out of 5 stars, or a Category 4 Storm review. And I would say that if this is your type of game, if you like dungeon crawl, explore games, you like to fight monsters, and you like to complete quests, this has a quest mode or a scenario mode, and this also has a campaign mode. So those things are all pluses in my book. But if those are the things that you like to do, then I would definitely go and pick this game up. And they do have it at In the Zone Cards and Games if you would like to pick it up. But until next time, thanks for stopping by the Board Games Maelstrom.